Welcome back to A320 Knowledge, your trusted source for Airbus expertise. Today, we'll be diving into the lateral FMA modes. The Flight Mode Annunciator, known as the FMA, sits at the top of the primary flight display, the PFD. It displays the status of the auto thrust and autopilot modes and is split into different sections. The FMA remains the main reference for the pilots regarding the status of the autoflight system and is a key part of Airbus's automation philosophy. Column 3 of the FMA displays the autopilot flight director lateral modes. Active modes are displayed in green on the first row. Armed modes are displayed in blue on the second row. Some FMAs are a combination of vertical and lateral modes, for example, the land FMA. The first mode we'll discuss is the runway mode. When this mode is engaged, runway is displayed in green. This mode provides lateral steering guidance during takeoff by utilizing the localizer for the departure runway, provided a localizer is installed and available for use. The FMGC auto-tunes the runway localizer, so there is no need to preset this. The FMA appears once the thrust levers are set to either the flex or toga detent on takeoff and remains until approximately 30 feet above the ground. This is based off the radio altimeter. After this, nav mode is engaged unless another mode such as heading or track is preselected. When the runway mode is active, a green localizer guidance bar is displayed on the PFD to aid with situational awareness, which can be especially useful in low visibility conditions. If the localizer signal is lost during the takeoff roll, a memorized track will be flown. The next FMA is runway track. This is displayed in green if the runway mode is engaged once airborne at or above 30 feet, unless nav mode is already engaged. It provides a lateral path along the extended runway centerline for all runways. Go-around track is displayed in green when the thrust levers are advanced to toga and the go-around engagement conditions are met. It provides a lateral path based on the actual aircraft track at the time the go-around was initiated. Depending on what is coded into the FMGC, nav mode can potentially engage instead of go-around track. Heading is displayed in green when the heading mode is engaged and the aircraft is in heading VS mode on the FCU. In this mode, the aircraft follows the FCU selected heading. If the heading knob is pulled before it is turned, the aircraft will turn in the direction the knob is rotated. If the desired heading is set prior to pulling the knob, the aircraft will turn in the direction to make the shortest turn. Heading mode is the default lateral flight director mode in the case of a mode reversion or when faced with a flight plan discontinuity. Similarly, track is displayed in green when the track mode is engaged and the aircraft is in track FPA on the FCU. In this mode, the aircraft follows the FCU selected track. The same rules apply as in the heading mode. If the track knob is pulled before it is turned, the aircraft will turn in the direction the knob is rotated. If the desired track is set prior to pulling the knob, the aircraft will turn in the direction to make the shortest turn. Nav is displayed in blue when the navigation mode is armed. It is displayed in green when the navigation mode is engaged. This mode guides the aircraft along the lateral flight plan in the MCDU. It is a managed mode rather than selected mode, such as heading or track, and can be used for departure, en route, and initial approach navigation. A cross-track error should be present to indicate your displacement from the desired course. In navigation mode, the IRS will not provide a valid magnetic heading above latitude 73 degrees north and below 60 degrees south. App Nav is displayed in blue on line 2 when the approach push button has been pressed, and the FMGC is programmed to fly a non-precision approach. It is displayed in green when the non-precision approach navigation mode fully engages. Lock is displayed in blue on line 2 when either the approach push button or localizer push button has been pressed and the FMGC is programmed to fly a precision ILS or localizer-only approach. In this case, the aircraft is armed to capture the ground localizer signal. Once the signal has been captured, the indication changes to lock star and begins to capture the localizer signal. The aircraft can normally capture the localizer signal effectively when within approximately 25 nautical miles, when on a 10-degree intercept heading or less, or when within approximately 17 nautical miles, when within a 35-degree intercept heading or less. Lock is displayed in green when the localizer signal is fully captured. Thanks for tuning in to this tutorial on the lateral FMA modes.